I've been dating a woman for more than a year, and things have been going really well. In addition to a strong compatibility as romantic partners, she's become one of my closest friends during the last few months, since we spend nearly all of our free time together. Last night, she began telling me a story about how she's growing tired of her best friend blowing up her phone complaining about how bad the sex is with her new fling. I was really caught off guard because I didn't think she was the type of person to talk about those private intimate things with her friend group. Over the years, I've experienced guy friends introduce sexual discussions into normal conversations, and it always comes off as forced and tasteless. Let's just say, kiss and tell is not something I care to participate in myself. So out of curiosity, I asked, how are you even supposed to respond when people bring up stuff like that? To which she replied, I tried to help her out by giving her some tips. I told her what we do, since it works for us every time. I could tell she was trying to frame that as a compliment, but I felt a weird horror overcome me, like naked at school in a bad dream type when she said it. I felt exposed and was instantly uncomfortable with the idea of her friends knowing what we do in bed together. My girlfriend picked up on my discomfort and started backtracking, saying I didn't go into much detail, I was just trying to help my friend. But in that moment, and ever since, I can't imagine being sexually intimate with her anymore. The sense of privacy and the fun of sex as an exclusive experience with her is totally gone. I now realize that this element of intimacy is a major component for me. The more I think about this situation, the more upset I've become. After a while, I made up my mind that I'm going to end our relationship. That said, I'm not in a rush to do that, and would appreciate a second opinion to make sure I'm not overreacting here. On one hand, it feels odd to end an otherwise great relationship over a single moment, but I just haven't been able to get over this, and it's really not something I've been able to shrug off. So my girlfriend, 23, and I have been struggling with trust issues and jealousy for most of all 10 months we've been together. We're both very sexually curious people, so we've both discussed having a threesome. But naturally we decided it wasn't right for us given our issues. However, my girlfriend said that we'd probably only do one if we are rock solid, or if we're on the brink of breaking up. The latter is something that really weirded me out. I guess her reasoning is that since we're going to break up anyway, we might as well do it, and doing it will accelerate our emotional detachment from each other. Last night, she decided to break up with me. I asked her if she still wanted to have that breakup threesome. She said it was up to me. I clarified with her that she didn't want to become friends with benefits. She said that it would cheapen our relationship in hindsight, but that a threesome would be a big experience that we both get to share as one last send-off. I'm confused. I feel quite devastated about our breakup, but I am tempted by the carnal opportunity she's presented me with. It's worth pointing out that we have both depended too much on lust and sex in our relationship. It's like we're two people who use sex as our defense mechanism. I haven't read anything anywhere about having one of these breakup threesomes before. I've heard of hooking up with an ex post-breakup, but this is truly uncharted territory for me. I guess I'd like to ask anyone out there if they've encountered this situation before, why she would suggest something potentially self-destructive, and what your thoughts are in general about this. I'm in my head too much about this, and any insights would be appreciated. I'm new to this, and this is just an anonymous account because I have no idea what to do, and I really need some advice. It's a long story, but I will try to keep it short. And I'm sorry, but English is not my first language. So me, 30, and my wife, 28, are married 5 years now and have been together almost 10 years. She is, and was the only woman in my life, and that's why I have no idea what to do now. Because I've never been in a situation like this. We worked at the same place until March. Then COVID came, and we both lost our jobs. She has a new job since June, and I'm currently at home because I'm doing an online course. In her new workplace, there is a guy they started messaging almost a month ago, which is okay. She had male friends before. I'm totally fine with that because I knew them and I trusted her, and I knew nothing would happen. She is not a typical girly girl. She gets along better with guys, and she always treats men like friends, not like in a flirty way. We tell each other everything, so I always knew what they're talking about, and these friends never hit on her. At the beginning, it was the same with this guy. But then she told me that he finds her sweet and he likes her a lot. But he won't do anything because he knows about me. At this point, It was still not a big problem. I'm not really a jealous type. And we always make fun about things like this, like, "Oh, I know he or she likes you. I know you have an affair," jokes like this. I even teased her a bit. But, honestly, it was 20% jealousy, 80% joking. About 2 weeks ago, she said that this guy invited her out to have a pizza after work. And she said others would be there too. I said I'm not happy about it, but it's okay, we never forbid these things to each other. But, she didn't go because she was tired. Last week, the invitation came again. And, this time she agreed to go. And I said okay, I don't really like this guy. But there will be other colleagues there, so it's fine. When she came home, I asked her about the evening, like how was it, who was there, etc. And, it turned out she was there with this guy alone. I told her that now it starts to bother me, because I know how he feels about her even though he said he would do nothing. She said it's nothing, he didn't do anything. And, they don't even speak much at work either. Because, he is so quiet or shy or something. I don't know how much they talk at work. But, they message each other every day, when she is at home or when he or she has a day off. At first I knew about it, like, he wrote this or that, but lately she doesn't say anything about it. Yesterday, she came home and although we planned to go out and watch shooting stars, she said that some colleagues, girls and some boyfriends, invited her to go out and she wants to go if it's not a problem. I said yes. But, I asked about this guy, she said she doesn't know if he is going to be there or not. I told her okay. And, we agreed that she comes back early. So, we can go as we planned. She came home 3 hours later. And, it was late. So I asked her about our plans. And, she said it's too cloudy, so we wouldn't see anything anyway. I asked her how was the meeting, who was there, etc. But, she didn't want to give me a straight answer. I knew instantly that something is wrong. So, I kept asking her until she told me that this guy was there. What's disturbing, it was just the two of them. I was shocked. She always talks about honesty and stuff, and she always says I'm a liar. My lies are about things like, when she asked me if I did something I say no. Because, something came up or I came up with other excuses. But, simply I just forgot it and things like that I didn't take seriously. And now, she lied to my face, and said she is going out with the girls. But, she went out with this guy. Of course I was really upset. And, she said nothing happened, and, she loves me and she wouldn't cheat on me, but, it feels good to have some attention. Because, she never got that from guys. And, she needs to go out sometimes to break away from work. I told her that I understand how she feels. But, she lied to my face, and I told her that I'm afraid that her huge insecurity about herself and the lack of attention from guys would lead to some point where there is no return. And, things can happen. She said she is sorry. But, what should she do? Don't talk and meet him anymore. I told her I'm not going to tell her what to do, but this is not okay. And again I don't know where is this going. Today I woke up and I couldn't help it and I know it's wrong, but I opened her messenger on her laptop and I read their messages. What I found there didn't make me happy either. Even though she said he doesn't do or say anything. They are flirting. Or, maybe I'm crazy, but things like, you're so sweet, and I like you the way you are, and if your feet are cold, I can heat them up. If that's not flirting, then I don't know what it is. They are talking on another app as well. So, maybe these messages were just the tip of the iceberg. And, I'm not sure is it better if I don't know about it. I don't know what to do now, because as I said, I've never been in a situation like this. Maybe it's lame, but is this considered to be cheating? Or, does it lead to cheating? I told her already that I'm not comfortable with this. But, she said it feels good to get attention. But, she loves me and would never cheat. On the other hand, she lied because she knew I would be upset. To be fair, at the beginning of our relationship, I was messaging a girl, but I knew her before I met my wife. It was an online thing only, never met, never saw her, just pictures. I was kinda in love. I know it's stupid, but I was 18 and never got any attention from girls either, but I knew I had to end it because it was not the real thing. So, it overlapped a bit. And I was together with my wife when she found some real explicit messages. We had a fight. And, I apologized. And, told her I just didn't end that thing yet. But, I love her. And it was a stupid mistake. She forgave me. But, sometimes she brings it up in a fight as an ultimate argument. Sometimes I think I deserve this somehow and I really don't know what to do.